Now, you're making some very strong statements about Donald Trump in this interview this morning. You just put out a new web ad, in fact, attacking Trump, saying he's not serious. Let's play a clip from that. Now, the ad goes on to highlight or lowlight, depending on your point of view, of Trump's moments in which I'm sure you would argue he is not being serious. In light of this new ad, let me re-ask you what I asked at the last debate. Do you feel comfortable with Donald Trump's hand on the nation's nuclear codes? Your ad seems to be stating very clearly that you do not. You invoke the number of nuclear weapons the United States has.
I have grave doubts, to be honest with you, and it's only because of the things he says. It looks as though he's not taking the responsibility, the possibility of being president of the United States really seriously. For him, it looks as though he's an actor playing a role of a candidate for president, not boning up on the issues, not having a broad sense of the responsibilities of what it is to be a president. In his own words, it gives me great concern for sure, and a lot of other people will as well.
Why do you think he continues to do so well with Republican voters?
Look, he's a phenomenal personality for sure, and he's capturing people's deep anger and angst about Washington, D.C. for sure. But he's not going to be able to solve these problems. He's mirroring people's anger, and he does it very effectively. But when people begin to think about who's going to be president of the United States, who has the judgment and the seriousness and the ideas to be president to lead us in a different direction, I think that his support will wane.
There are Democrats with whom I've spoken who think that if it ends up being Trump versus Clinton, that Clinton will just destroy him, and that there will be Republican officials who come out and endorse Hillary Clinton. Do you agree?
I don't think Trump's going to win the nomination. I think we're going to have a nominee that will unite the party and win the presidency.
What makes you think he's not going to get the nomination? He's been leading in the polls now for months. Just as a political reporter, I don't see any evidence that he's not going to get the nomination.
We'll see, Jake. I mean, this time 4 years ago, this time 8 years ago, the conditions were very different, and the nominee emerged in the January and February timeframe, and I expect that that'll be the case again this time.